Hi everyone, welcome again to our entrepreneurship classes. Okay, so I hope you all know that in our previous classes we are done with the 3 P's in the marketing mix, and we are in the last P of marketing mix, that is promotion. And under promotion we are done with advertising and sales promotion. Okay, so now we will move ahead to the next element of promotion, that is personal selling. Okay, so what is this personal selling? Personal selling is the direct selling of your products, that is face to face to your customers, selling your product personally without any middleman or without any intermediaries. Okay, therefore personal selling, there are certain features of personal selling. And how is this personal selling done? Okay, let us look into how is this personal selling done one by one. The first one is personal interaction. In personal selling, there is a personal interaction. It is a face-to-face interaction between the buyer and the seller. Okay, the seller will interact with the buyer to sell its product, and the buyer will listen to it face to face. And through this medium of personal selling and personal interaction, both the parties, that is the buyers and the sellers, will get to know and observe the action of each other. Okay, so that is a personal interaction. Personal interaction is just a face-to-face interaction between the buyer and the seller, where both the parties get to observe each other's action. It is a two-way communication. Okay, it is a two-way communication. As I've said, the buyer is one party and the seller is another party, so it is a two-way communication where both the parties communicate. The seller will give the information about the product. Then the seller also gets the opportunity to ask the doubt and clear the doubts about the product in the midst of the conversation, in the midst of the interaction itself. So it clears the doubt of the sellers as well. So even if the seller is giving the information, if the buyer has any doubts, then he can ask doubts regarding the product. So this two-way communication mostly helps in those complex products where certain complex products where the buyer does not understand how to use it or what are the purpose for those products. Okay, therefore in two-way communication, they just interact with each other, where the a buyer will ask any doubts regarding the product as well, and he can clear his doubts directly. Okay, so it is known as two-way communication. The next is better response. When there is a personal interaction, when there is a face-to-face interaction, then the seller will get a better response. That is, when the seller is giving the information about the product, the buyer also tend to listen to the seller carefully about the information that he or she is given. In that way, the customer pays some attention to the buyer. The customer pays some attention to the seller. Okay, so in that way they get better response in both the sides. The next is relationship. Here, when you do personal interaction, when you have a personal contact with each other, then you build a better relationship. Many a times the customers the salesman build a good relation with the customers. Okay, so there is a bonding between both the parties. The next is better convincing. It is obvious that when you interact with each other, your product might be convincing. Okay, your product might be more convincing to the buyer. You can convince the buyer as much as you can, and however manner and whichever manner you can. Therefore it is it convinces the customers to buy your product more than any other promotional tools. Okay, if you use advertising or advertisement will just focus on the customer, and the customers or the buyers do not have you do not have that time or attention to pay to your product. But in case of personal selling, it convinces the customers, since you are selling it to him or her personally. So the next tool in this promotion, or the next element under promotion, is public relations. So what do we mean by public relation? Okay, public relation is just maintaining relations with the public. And by public here, the enterprise or the entrepreneurs does not mean only the customers or the consumers. They also mean the shareholders, the intermediaries, the suppliers, and the investors of the business. Public relation or relationship with the public is done in order to maintain the public's in order to maintain the image of the enterprise and to create the goodwill of the enterprise. Okay, goodwill is an intangible asset which cannot be seen and touched but which can be felt, right? Goodwill is a good reputation or a good image in the mind of people about that particular company. So why do we need to have public relation is to create goodwill in the minds of people, and we need to have a good bonding with the shareholders, with the intermediaries, with the suppliers and the investors, and not only the customers. Okay, public relation here means maintaining a relation with the public which includes all the shareholders and the investors and intermediaries and the suppliers as well. So public relations, or there are certain significance or role of public relations. Why do enterprise or the companies need to have public relation? Okay, enterprise and entrepreneurs need to have public relations with all the parties, because they used to have public relations so that the public would understand about the policies and procedures and not strategies, policies and plans of the organization. They do public relations so that the public will come to know about the policies and plans and objectives of the organization. And also they do it to overcome. Okay, the companies do public relations, or they maintain public relation to overcome the complaints. Okay, they overcome the complaints and dislikes of the public as well. uh, by maintaining public relation, it also helps the entrepreneur or the enterprise to get information of the public, what the public wants, what are the customers needs, and what do the public think about the organization. So they collect the data by maintaining the public relation. They also build an image of an organization in the minds of people or in the minds of public. And also they have public relation in order to maintain goodwill and to create an understanding between the public and the enterprise. Okay, so public relation is an essential element under promotion mix, and we need to have public we need to maintain public relationship with we need to have relationship, we need to maintain a good public relationship, because because we will increase our goodwill. And when your goodwill is increased, or when your reputation is increased, obviously you will have more customers. Okay, so when you build your customer base, then it is obvious that it will increase your sale ultimately, which will increase your profit. Therefore, it is essential for every entrepreneur to maintain a very good relationship with the public, so as to earn profit in return. So students, we are done with the 4 P's in the marketing mix and the elements under each mix. Okay, so we are done with product, we are done with price, we are done with place, and with promotion. So we, in our chapter, that is, we also have a topic that is sales strategy. Okay, so sales strategy also, it's connected to promotion of your product. So in sales strategy, what is this sales strategy? Okay, sales strategies are those tactics or those plans and policies and strategies which is used by the entrepreneurs in order to have a competitive advantage over the competitors in your business. Therefore, a sales strategy is just a tactic to overcome or outwit your competitors in the market. Okay, so there are 2 types or 2 methods of sales strategy. And what is this 2 method or 2 strategies? Let's look into it. So the first one is direct sales strategies. Here in direct sales strategies, what the entrepreneurs or what the enterprise does is that they have the direct attack to the competitors. When they are selling the product, they will use the name of the product of its competitors and sell it to the customers. Okay, they will induce in the minds of the customers that the competitor's product is not good. So they are directly attacking the competitor. Therefore, this direct sales strategy is also known as negative sales strategy, because they are directly attacking the product of the customers and they are using the name of the product of their competitors to induce the customers. Okay, and the next sales strategy is indirect sales strategy. In indirect sales strategy, the entrepreneur or the enterprise will try to persuade the customers without using the name of the competitor's product or without using the competitor's name or brand name. They will obviously study the competitor's product, but what they do is they would add extra features in their product. Okay, they will add extra features in the products and then explain it and give information to the customers without using the name of the competitor's product. Therefore, this indirect sales strategy is also known as positive sales strategy, because they do not attack the competitors directly. Okay, but they induce the customers or they persuade the customers by using the special features of the enterprise or by using the special features of the product itself. Okay, so there are like the sales strategies, there are also certain promotional strategies. Okay, so let's look into these promotional strategies one by one. So the promotional strategies, the first promotional strategy is above the line. Above the line strategy of promotion uses certain methods for promoting the sales and promoting their product or publicizing the product. That is in the form of advertisement, in the form of billboards, in the form of newspapers, in TVs, in magazines, in cinemas, all those things. When these entrepreneurs use a very wide range of methods and tools of promotion in order to attract mass consumers or in order to attract mass potential customers, then it is known as above the line promotion. Above the line method is a method which uses different sources of media in order to grab the attention of mass customers or in order to gain attention of so many people at one go. Okay, the next is below the line. Here, below the line promotion strategy means that here in below the line strategy, what happens is that an entrepreneur would use a promotion tool which is just for a target customer, for a particular region or for a particular area or for a particular community. Here the entrepreneur would not, he or she as an entrepreneur would not advertise his or her product in all the medias. Instead, he or she as an entrepreneur would use a certain method of promotion, that is a specific tool in order to attract the targeted customer only. Okay, for example, if an entrepreneur wants to attract or induce a customers of a particular area or particular region, then they might distribute a brochure in the area, or they might just have a billboard which is placed in front of the gate of that particular area. Okay, a billboard, I hope you know what is a billboard. A billboard is a big board which is placed in towns and in cities and in certain areas regarding the product. They give advertisement about the products, right? I hope you all have seen a billboard. For example, Maggie, right? Maggie, they will have a big billboard which is placed in the middle of town or places where people could see it. So below the line advertisement, they don't use so many medias in order to pass the information about the product, but what they do is they only focus on a target group, target customers, and that target customers, they will use only a one tool, maybe in the form of brochure, in the form of pamphlets, okay, or in the form of cards, or just by giving some just by giving some pamphlets. The next is through the line. Here the third promotion strategy, through the line, means includes both the above the line and below the line. Some entrepreneurs and some enterprises will use social medias like TVs, radios, newspapers, internet to reach a wide variety of people, mass variety of people. But that will be only for the people who have access to it, right? But for those people, those who don't have access to it, they would also give promotional tools such as distributing certain pamphlets to a very rural area where these facilities are not available. So this through the line strategy, promotional strategy, includes both the above the line and below the line strategy of promotion in marketing mix. Okay, so I hope by now you are clear about unit 3, that is all about marketing mix. Okay, and in your chapter, there are, after this topic, there is one more topic, that is employment strategy, which you would understand, but the other topics have been deleted by NBSC and you need not study those things. Okay, those have been excluded from your syllabus in 20% deletion of your syllabus. So this is all for unit 3. Okay, we have learned about marketing mix. Let me just give a quick review of your marketing mix. And in market, the only thing that you need to remember in marketing mix is that marketing mix was given by MC Carty or McCarthy, and it consists of 4 P's, that is place, product, place, product, price, place, and promotion, right? So in product, you need to remember only the product quality, product packaging, and product assortment. In price, you need to remember the different methods of price, the different techniques of price, or the different policies of pricing, that is penetration, skimming of prices, those things. And in place, you have to remember the channels of distribution. And in promotion, there are certain things, that is the advertising, selling, personal selling, sales promotion, all those things. And in sales strategy, you just need to remember the direct and the indirect sales strategy. And in promotional strategy, the above the line, below the line, and through the line. So with this, we have also come to an end of our unit 3 for your class 12. Thank you.